Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Chitra Bhoji Devidas ji, Nano Pranam Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Sukanya Mataji, Nano Pranam Mataji.
Salvat Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Pranadini Mataji, Nano Pranam Mataji. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances and Nano Pranam. I invite you to the early morning short Bhagavatam class being organized by ISKCON Radha Govinda Temple, Kulai, Mangaluru. I indeed invite you for and on behalf of His Grace, Sri Namanista Das Prabhuji. We shall begin with the prayers. You would also say your prayers keeping the mute button on. Prayers are very important. Without the mercy of the Lord, we would not be able to understand His message well with any adequate senses that we have. And we'll pray to Him that we understand with all the limitations that we have. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेसाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे प्लीज फॉलो मी ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Om Namo
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Om
ॐ
Namo
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो
ॐ भगवते
भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम्
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम्
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्।
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्।
शृण्वतां स्वकथः कृष्णः पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः
शृणुतां स्वकथा कृष्णः
पुण्य
पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः
हृदयन्तस्तोयभद्राणि विदुनोति सुरस्तथा
यन्तः तो भद्राणि विदुनोति सुरसताम्।
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया
नष्टप्रायेषु स्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतं सेवया।
भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी
भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी।
Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Prescribed Duties for Mankind, Chapter 15, The Saints Narada and Angira instruct King Chitraketu, verse number 17, and we plan to take until 19. 19 is where the purport is, and next two verses, 18 and 19, are combined verses. Sri Angira Vacha Aham te putra kamasya putrado asmai gira drupa Esha Brahma Sutah Sakshar Narado Bhagavan Drushihi. Sorry, give me a minute. Madhumai Krishnan Mataji. Go ahead, Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी प्रणाम प्रभु जी ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय श्री अंगीर उवाच अहं ते पुत्रकामस्य पुत्रदो अस्मि अंगिरा नृप एष ब्रह्मसुतः साक्षात् नारदो भगवान् ऋषिः। थैंक यू प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you, Mataji. Chitra Mohini Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna Mataji.
कृष्ण प्रभु जी प्रणाम प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। श्री अंगीर उवाच अहं ते पुत्रकामस्य पुत्रदोऽस्य अंगीर नृप एष ब्रह्मसुता साक्षात् नारदो भगवान् ऋषिः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Thank you, Mataji. Pranandini Madhvi Devi Dasi ji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी प्रणाम प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय श्री अंगिरा उवाच अहं ते पुत्रकाम्यस्य पुत्रदो अस्मि अंगिरा नृप एष ब्रह्मा सुत साक्षान् नारदो भगवान् ऋषिः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, थैंक यू प्रभु।
Thank you, Mataji. Rest of the people keep the hand raised. We will do the next verse in a minute or two. Pranadiri Mataji, could you read the synonyms for us?
Yes प्रभु जी, थैंक यू प्रभु जी। Synonyms. Sri Angira Uvacha, the great sage Angira said, Aham, I, te of you, Putra Kamasya, desiring to have a son, Putra Daha, the giver of the son, Asmi, am, Angira, Angira Rusi, Nrupa, O king, Esa, this, Brahma Sutta, the son of Lord Brahma, Sakyat, directly, Narada, Narada Muni, Bhagavan, the most powerful, Rishi Shrey. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Pranadiri Madhvi Dasi. Translation. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Angira sage, my dear king, when you desired to have a son, I approached you. Indeed, I am the same Angira Rishi who gave you this son. As for this Rishi, he is the great sage Narada, the direct son of Lord Brahma. Okay. Chitra Mohini Devi Dasi ji. Go ahead, Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। इतं त्वा पुत्रशोकेन मग्नं तमसि दुस्तरे। अथ धर्मनुस्कृत्य महापुरुषा गोचरम्। अनुग्रहाय भवता प्राप्ता वाहिव प्रभो। ब्रह्मण्यो भगवद्भक्तो नावसादितुमर्हसि। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु। थैंक यू प्रभु।
Thank you, Mataji. Madhumati Vilasini Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी।
Ratna Mataji.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। इत्थं त्वां पुत्रशोकेन मग्नं तमसि दुस्तरे। अतर्तः मनुस्मृत्य महापुरुषगोचरम्। अनुग्रहाय भवतः प्राप्ता वावामिह प्रभो। ब्रह्मणो भगवद्भक्तो नावासादितुम् अर्हसि। थैंक यू प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you, Madhumati Mataji. Usha Dayavati Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Go ahead.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, प्रणाम प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। इतं त्वं पुत्रशोकेन मग्नं तमसि दुस्तर। अतत् अर्हम् अनुस्मृत्य महापुरुष गोचरम्। अनुग्रहाय भवताः प्रपत्व अव आवा इह प्रभो। ब्रह्मण्यो भगवद्भक्तो न अवस्थितुम् अर्हसि। थैंक यू प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you. Subhara Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Narottam Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you are muted.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Am I
Hare
audible,
Krishna.
Prabhuji? Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Om
Krishna.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Itham Tvam Putra Shokena Magnam Tamasi Dustare Atadarhamanusmrutya Mahapurusha Gocharam Anugrahaya Bhavataha प्राप्ता वामिह प्रभो। ब्रह्मण्यो भगवद् भक्तो नावासादितुमर्हसि। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Pranadiri Devi Dasi ji. Go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu ji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Itham Tam Putra Sokena Magnam Tamasi Dustare Atadarham Manusrutya Mahapurusha Gocharam Anugrahaya Bhavataha Prapta Bhavam Iha Prabho ब्रह्मण्य भगवद्भक्तो नवसादितम अर्हसि. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Madhumai Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे
Nanotram.
कृष्ण प्रभु जी प्रणाम प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। इत्थं त्वां पुत्र शोकेन मग्नं तमसि दुस्तरे अतदर्हम् अनुस्मृत्य महापुरुष गोचरम् अनुग्रहाय भवतः प्राप्तौ आवाम इह प्रभो ब्रह्मण्यो भगवद्भक्तो न आवासादितुम् अर्हसि। थैंक यू प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्णा।
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Revati Ratnagi Devi Dasi ji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Nanotram.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी प्रणाम प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। इतं तं पुत्र शोकेन मग्नं तमसि दुस्तरे अतत् अर्हम् अनुस्मृत्य महापुरुष गोचरम् अनुग्रहाय भवतः प्राप्तात् आवाम इह प्रभो ब्रह्मण्यो भगवद्भक्तो नावासातीतं हर्हसि। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you, Mataji. Uma Kulkarni Mataji. Go ahead, Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। इत्थं त्वां पुत्र शोकेन मग्नं तमसि दुस्तरे अतदर्हम् अनुस्मृत्य महापुरुष गोचरम् अनुग्रहाय भवतः प्राप्तो आवाम इह इह प्रभो ब्रह्मण्य भगवद्भक्ता न अवसादितुम् अर्हसि। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Uma Kulkarni Mataji. Can you read synonyms for us?
Yes, sure प्रभु। Yes, thank you प्रभु। Synonyms. Ittam, in this way, Tam, you, Putra Shokena, because of grief at the death of your son, Magnam, merge, Tamasi, in darkness, Dustare, insurmountable, Etat Arham, unsuitable for a person like you, Anusambrutya, remembering Mahapurusha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Gocharam, who are advanced in understanding, Anugrahaya, just to show favor, Bhavataha, toward you, Prapto, arrived, Avam, we too, Iha, in this space, Pravo, O King, Brahmanyaha, one who is situated in the Supreme Absolute Truth, Bhagavat Bhaktaha, an advanced devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not, Avasaditum, to lament, Arhasi, you deserve. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Thank you. Translation. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear King, you are an advanced devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. To be absorbed in lamentation for the loss of something material is unsuitable for a person like you. Therefore, we have both come to relieve you from these false lamentation, which is due to your being merged in the darkness of ignorance. For those who are advanced in spiritual knowledge, to be affected by the material loss and gain is not at all desirable. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Several words in this verse are very important. The word Mahapurusha refers to advanced devotees and also to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Maha means supreme and Purusha means a person. One who always engages in the service of the Supreme Lord is called Mahapurushika. Sukadeva Goswami and Maharaj Parikshit are sometimes addressed as Mahapurushika. A devotee should always aspire to engage in the service of the advanced devotees. I'll repeat that. A devotee should always aspire to engage in the service of the advanced devotees. As Sri Narottam Das Thakur has sung, Tandera Karana Sevi Bhakta Sane Vasa Janme Janme Haya Ei Abhilasha. A devotee should always aspire to live in the association of advanced devotees and engage in the service of the Lord through the Parampara system. One should serve the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through the instructions of the great Goswamis of Vrindavan. This is called Tandera Karana Sevi. While serving the lotus feet of the Goswamis, one should live in the association of the devotees. Bhakta Sane Vasa or Vas. This is the business of a devotee. A devotee should not aspire for material profit or lament for material loss. When Angira Rishi and Narada saw that Maharaj Chitraketu, an advanced devotee, had fallen in the darkness of ignorance and was lamenting for the material body of his son, by their causeless mercy, they came to advise him so that he could be saved from ignorance. Another significant word is Brahmanya. The Supreme Personality of God is sometimes addressed by the prayers Namo Brahmanya Devaya. Om Namo Vadanyaya. Om Namo Brahmanya Devaya. These are the two slokas that we speak while offering food for the prasadam, which offers obeisances unto the Lord because he is served by the devotees. Therefore, the verse states, Brahmanyo Bhagavat Bhakto Navasaditam Arhasi. This is the symptom of an advanced devotee, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. For a devotee, an advanced self-realized soul, there is no cause for the material jubilation or lamentation. He is always transcendental to conditioned life. Srila Prabhupada is trying to explain the difference between an advanced devotee and non-devotees. Non-devotees always either lament or undergo jubilation for loss or gain of the material benefits. Their mind is always concentrated on calculating how much is in and how much is out. Since for them, life ultimately is a business. And that too, in the present scenario, even the president of the biggest democracy is calling the shots and saying that running a state is a business. In this scenario, material things make all the difference to these people. It is because they are ignorant. The ignorance curtain of Maya covers their eyes, and thus illusion is the only thing that they see as the real truth. This world which is temporary, world which keeps on changing every day and is illusory, made up of material energy, which is the external energy. All this knowledge not being there, ignorance leads them to think that this is a permanent world where they have come to live permanently, and the world is going to be like this all through next so many decades or millenniums. It is said that when you have multiple choices and varieties, that's when all the issues start. It begins from Dvaitya, when you have two choices, either you do it or you don't do it. The problem starts there. If you have Advaita, then probably that question does not arise. And the material variegation thus is considered to be one of the very strong reason for the material gain, loss, and attachment. Using three different words, Srila Prabhupada tries to explain in detail how things have to be different for some people than the other. He keeps explaining about Mahapurusha, Purushika, and these Paramahamsas, these liberated souls, these Mahapurushas, have already transcended the three modes of material nature and also have crossed this ocean of the material life, and thus it does not affect them. When the material gain and loss are not affecting them because they are totally detached from the material world, have come to the surrendership to the Lord Himself and fully trust the Lord for all their needs, all their things that they otherwise would require. These are all senior devotees, and devotees always believe in serving the senior devotees whose mercy would then help them grow further in the spiritual realm. We all are, by the mercy of the Lord and the senior devotees, that are being able to continue our spiritual journey without interruption. The interruptions are very easy to come by, and there are multiple possibilities of adding to millions for us to stop all that we are doing right now. We are lucky. We have a mercy of the Lord and the senior devotees that nothing is happening to us, and we are continuing the path of walking on, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, doing japa, and going on with our routine life. That's one of the reasons it has been said that when you get up there every morning, you must first pray to the Lord Krishna, saying, "Thank you very much for letting me get up, because there are many who have not woke up from the sleep." So the beginning of mercy starts the time we get up and have one more day to our life. We do not know how much life we all have and what we will be able to do with that. It's the mercy of the Lord, Agnas Sukutis, and the mercy of the devotees, the senior devotees, with which you can continue walking on this path and learning more and more, becoming more stronger in your faith and your devotion. And that's the reason why Srila Prabhupada explains that the senior devotees are very, very important. Their blessings and mercy should always flow to us neophytes so that we remain steadfast on our path. Association of senior devotee is very, very important. And dissociation of the karmis and the materialist is equally important as much as the association of the senior devotees is essential. Because ultimately the ball game is vidya and avidya. When you remain in association or under the shelter of the senior devotees, whatever couple of words they speak and you hear may be sufficient enough for you to remain in the realm of knowledge or vidya. And gradually, when you are in the realm of knowledge all the time, you realize stabilizing your mind that doesn't jump with the joy or doesn't lament with the loss. Because that knowledge ultimately tells you that this is all temporary. It doesn't have a long-term effect at all. And thus, remaining dhira, remaining samadrashta, remaining equipoised to give the words that you like, coin the word or name the word that you like. They're all almost synonyms. Joy does not make you jump. Loss does not make you go depressed down the hill. You remain steadfast in a neutral mode is very, very important. And only the knowledge or vidya can bring that into your life. The moment your association with the senior devotees are lost, obviously you are going to have great attachment with the materialists and the karmis, and avidya of this world being a permanent world will surround you. The bodily concept of your life will prevail on you, and you will start believing that you are the body. And that's why Srila Prabhupada cautions that one must all the time remain with senior devotees and get their association to walk on the path that we have decided to walk on. Srila Prabhupada takes time to explain to us that paying obeisances to the devotees is very important because Lord is being paid obeisances by all these devotees. And that's why he is bringing these two verses of Om Namo Mahavadanya and Namo Brahmanya. Those two slokas that we recite while we offer food before we take our food as prasadam. Angira and Narada, both being senior devotee, with their own mercy, have come to Chitraketu to bring him out of avidya, bring him to the knowledge, and stop his lamentation. This is the mercy that automatically flows to the new devotees or neophytes. Leave aside Chitraketu being a very nice, good devotee already. Any question, any doubts, any extension? If none, then I have got a couple of slides to go through. Okay. We all talk about three phases of bhakti. By now you know it very well that they are the sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, and prema bhakti. Sadhana bhakti is again divided into Vaidhi bhakti and spontaneous bhakti. Vaidhi bhakti is typical Raganuga bhakti, where spontaneous bhakti, similar to the one that you get in Vrajavasis, is called Ragatmika bhakti. The next stage is a bhava, stage of bhava. Bhava is also known as rati. And when you cross the stage of bhava or rati, you enter into a stage of prema. And this stage is where there is rasa or the taste that transfers, exchanges between the devotees and the Lord. There are several types of rasas, but they are mainly 5. It's very simple to understand if you just remain stuck here and pay attention. Otherwise, it's very, very difficult, and many senior devotees have fumbled on this. The first component of the rasas is known as vibhava. Now, vibhava is a Sanskrit word, but if you remember stimulus, that's very easy. Stimulus, the other meaning of the stimulus, what we use in chemistry, is uddipan or catalyst. It doesn't take action in the chemical reaction, but the presence of that chemical material ignites and initiates a reaction which goes for a long duration. So vibhava is that stimulus. Anubhava is the voluntary action. When the rasas come and one starts with the rasa exchange with the Lord, he is already in the stage of ecstasy. And so these are the 5 different components of rasa, or you can call it ecstasy. So there is no difference between the rasa and the ecstasy that devotee feels. Anubhava are the voluntary expressions that a devotee does when he is actually enjoying rasa or when he is in ecstasy. Sattvic bhava is the involuntary expression. There are certain expressions that comes in which is not under your control. Giving you an example, rolling of the eyes, suddenly saying few things, suddenly rolling whole body in front of the Lord, etc. These are all involuntary expressions, and they are known as sattvic bhava. Fourth component is Vyabhichari Bhava, or remember all the emotions. Emotions you get as a devotee may also be a good emotions and the bad emotions. When you start crying, when you start excessively perspiring, these are all emotions that you get, and they are known as Vyabhichari Bhava. And lastly, Sthai Bhava. The word Sthai means stationary. Minimum that much bhav is already and always there. And that's your basic connection with the Lord. Now these 5 words looks very foreign, but let us take one example and that will settle their value and their place. A girl is in love with a boy, and the boy is visiting the vicinity of her house. The visit of a boy when she knows is a stimulus. She starts tidying up her clothes and hairs, is her voluntary expression or anubhava. She starts getting agitated and starts having little sweating, is known as involuntary expression or sattvic bhava. And she starts scolding surrounding people, is her emotion that has crept up because something unusual is happening. And her Sai Bhava is her affection for the boy. That's your basic connection. Remember, when there is an ecstasy or the rasa that are exchanged between the devotees and the Lord, there is always a mixture of all 5 things or few of them, but there is never an individual thing going on. If I give you this diagram, probably it will help you understand better. The basic connection with the Lord that we have is our Sthai Bhava. That much love we all the time have, so there is nothing great about it. Ecstasy or rasa comes in as a wave, and that stimulus I explained to you, voluntary expression I told you, you start tidying up your dresses and the hair. Involuntary action is where perspiration starts in. Emotions, when you start showing your agitation to the surrounding without any reason. All of these 5 bhavas, vibhava, anubhava, sattvic bhava, vyabhichari bhava, and sthai bhava, produce a taste or a rasa. So it's the vibhava, anubhava, sattvic bhava, vyabhichari bhava leading to us ultimately on the sthai bhava and the rasa. I hope that makes some sense. Any question, any doubt, any commentary, any revelation, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhuji, can you repeat that example once again, Prabhuji? That so it will like always be in our minds.
I am always scared that this example is notorious example in a way, but anyway, it's a normal emotion for loving a boy or a girl. A girl is having affection for a boy, and one of her friend tells her that that boy is visiting in the vicinity somewhere around her house. that becomes a stimulus for her to have an ecstatic love. That's called vibhava. After hearing that the boy is around, she starts tidying up her hairs and her clothes. These are her voluntary expressions that she wants to look good to him. And involuntarily, she starts perspiring. That's her involuntary action. She doesn't want to have it, but she has it. And that's known as sattvic bhav. Vyabhichari bhav is the emotions. She gets agitated for no reason and starts scolding someone who is standing by. Is only a Vyabhichari bhav. And sthai bhava basically is your connection and the emotion, even at rest or at any time and place that you have for the Lord Krishna. So Lord Krishna, you have certain grade of faith emotion attached to him. That's basic emotion, and that's known as basic connection or sthai bhava. The rest of the bhavas appear only as a wave because of the vibhava or the stimulus, and they are of the three types: voluntary, involuntary, and emotions. Does that make some sense, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. We were like always confused between few of the bhavas. So now it's very much clear, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Yes, Madhumati Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I am Prabhu. Hare Krishna. All the other three bhavas are temporary bhavas, Prabhuji, except the sthai bhava.
Yes, Sai Bhava is the only permanent bhava. Rest of the bhavas come and go. But out of this come and go, the Anubhava and Sattvic Bhava remain for a longer time. And the Vyabhichari Bhava, as Shakti Mataji was explaining the other day, it's an emotion and that only comes and goes away very fast. And when the Anubhava and Sattvic Bhava takes the back seat, that's when the Vyabhichari Bhava comes on a driver's seat, and that's when the emotions appear, but that disappears very quickly. Does that make some sense, Pranandini Mataji?
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. If there are no questions, no issues, Vancha kalpatarubhyasya कृपा सिद्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनेक कोटि वैष्णव की जय. Hare Krishna to everyone. Thank you very much for attending the class, and all of you have a wonderful Krishna conscious day ahead of you. Hare Krishna to everyone.
Thank you, Prabhu.
धन्यवाद.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.